So what got you into wine? I mean, you got the wine bug, but how did you get that?
Yeah, my father.
Okay.
So my father is an avid wine collector. He's been collecting wine since he was 18, 19 in his college dorm. He's a little bit odd. Um, he's super into, he's kind of a renaissance man. He's into a lot of different things. And I learned my love of kind of the world and
Right.
learning as much as I could about the world through him. And for me, and also for us together as a father-daughter team, has always been to see the world through wine. You know, the best part about wine is that it's a history book. So it has every glass is just, you can learn about the regions, you can learn about farming, which in turn is, you know, environment and what the history of the arts and culture is all wrapped up in wine as well. And
Right.
so it was just like a really cool way to learn. And so I started drinking wine with him at a pretty young age, you know, sips at dinner. And
Right.
for my family, it was always sit down at the dinner table, family meal, and have a sip of his wine. And okay, what do you taste? What are you getting from this? What is the sensorial experience for you? And then once we talked about it, I'd be like, okay, let me tell you about this wine. Let me tell you about the producer and where it
Right.
comes from, because he's much like you in the sense that he loves the story just as much as the wine. And so it was always this journey that we took as a team. And I kept that with me forever. And when I got through college, you know, I always loved wine, but I was never like, this is my path or my calling.
Right. Right. Right.
I would go to college and studied art history and environmental geology. And so I just assumed that I would go into, you know, the oil and gas world or something like that. You know, do something, a real job, right? Like everybody says. And so when I graduated, I was done with school. I was so over it, and I was tired of science. I was just tired of everything that I'd been learning, the geology science. I needed a break and
Right.
to do something else. And so, you know, at 21 and you need a break, and your family's like, we just helped you get through college, and you don't get to just do nothing. So under his kind of encouragement, I went to California and did my first harvest and never looked back.
Wow.
Yeah, stayed in the wine world ever since then, since 2015, and chased harvests all over the U.S. and then went to UC Davis.
Nice. Very, very
Yeah,
nice.
it was really fun. Yeah, and then took a little hiatus from the wine world and was like, let me just try something out to like make sure that this is really what I want to do.
Right.
And immediately regretted it in like 2 weeks.
Well, there's so much. I mean, the world of wine in general is so vast,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so many rabbit holes to go down.
Absolutely.
You know, and it is a real job.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I always just make fun of it as being a real job because we work such weird hours, right?
Right.
So all my friends work 9 to 5, and so it's like for them to be, when they come visit or when they see harvest, they're like, this is weird. Like, what are you doing today? But it's just fun.
Well,